Hey, this is MassX with a brand new Marvel Mystic Mayhem video. Now, if you're playing this game, and unless you are living under a rock, then you're aware of the big update that's come out in the last few days. We got Gambit. The big question now, at least for me, is this enough? Okay, is this enough to keep me wanting to play? And the short answer is, sadly, I don't think so. I kept playing. I've been doing my dailies. You know, we got our August 21st update preview to start getting us psyched. We found out we were going to be able to level up, that they were going to increase some of the areas of the game, so there'll be a next level. We're getting Gambit. But in the end, once you start playing it again, you're just doing the same thing over and over again, which is sad. The guild event was, to me, an absolute bust. It literally was nothing but more than who has the most players available when this starts, you'll win. It really lacked creativity. It lacked anything to draw you to think that this is taking some actual planning and skill. And to me was just, honestly, it doesn't drive me to want to play the game anymore, which honestly, if they would have done a very good job with this, that might have been enough to keep some people around, since this is going to keep rotating through every few weeks. But it's not. And they have not announced any adjustments with it. They haven't announced any changes. So that's the first strike. The second strike is, I feel like the characters they are releasing are all over the place when it comes to value. And Gambit, we'll just look at right now. He's not a bad character. Single target damage dealer, physical damage dealer, not bad at all. But what I see the trend being on some of these characters is, I feel like their highlights are becoming more and more necessary the more of these characters they're releasing. And I feel that way with Gambit. So now you're in this really bad loop of having to overspend because you have to get the highlight as well as your copy. And if you want to dupe it, we already know how bad the rates are in this game. We already know how bad the key economy is. They're trying to give us other areas to get them, but it's not enough. And all I do is keep conserving at this point, because I'm just not sure what I want to do with this game. But I feel like they're not doing what's being asked of them. They're doing the bare minimal. Now, we did get this Bats treasure map, which gives us some more items and stuff, which is nice. But again, I don't feel it gets us to where we need to be. I feel like with the level cap, all that we're going to do is push out some of the better 2-star characters. That now is going to make it even more difficult for free-to-play players to play. In addition to that, they introduce, new legendary artifacts, and they're not even re-rollable. And just adding those extra levels to things like treasure hunt doesn't really do anything in the end. The difference in what you're getting is incredibly nominal on all these that have gone up. Grinding team level is nothing more than a stamina rush, basically. Once you've done what you need to do through story, and just like before, you're just back to basically doing the same thing over and over again to get your levels up. And on top of that, if you're free to play, you're not spending crystals on more stamina to push this quickly. You're going to be significantly more behind. It's going to take you much longer to get there. I just feel like they haven't addressed the issues that are really hanging out there, like true new content, changing the economy to assist your free-to-play low spender player base to keep them interested. Their answer through this time the last few weeks has just been releasing more packs more frequently. So you just have to spend money, or the Covenant Call where you can buy a shard with real money for some of the OG characters they released. And oh yeah, we got more talent levels, but they are costing you 2 dream cores. And thankfully, I don't spend my dream cores. I have actually left almost all my characters at 6. Very few of them have a 7 on them. That's why I have so many. But it doesn't give you any help anywhere else for people that are going to be free to play low spenders. And when that base dissipates over time, there's going to hardly be anybody to play. And the fact of the matter is, this game did not come out like gangbusters. It got crushed comparatively to a few other games released around the same time by download count and money made. I don't think this game is going to EOS anytime soon because there's too much money behind it, but it doesn't still make it fun. It doesn't make you want to engage in it. It doesn't make new players want to come in and try it out. And that's the major ordeal right now, and where this crossroads has been. And it's really a shame. I love the art in this game. I really like the guts of this game a lot, but the execution has been flawed since day one, and they've done the bare minimum as of now, which doesn't speak highly for what you can expect in the future of the game. So yeah, are any of the characters bad? No, that they've released. They're actually all been pretty good, pretty original, but put the economy and how you gain keys out there, and then you look at the significance now of these highlights being in these banners and not being separate, or have an ability to get them outside their banners, and you have basically the perfect storm just in that to turn off players. Then you couple that with redundant gameplay and no true real content, and a guild mode against other guilds that was basically as flat could be, with no excitement. It doesn't bode well for keeping a player base or bringing in new players. And so with that, I'm really considering just hanging up my hat. There's too many good games out there, too many other ones that have developers that really care, that interact, and the only thing keeping me wanting to play this game at this point is the fact that I want a newer Marvel game to play on mobile, and I don't think that's going to be enough to keep me engaged any longer. My dailies are getting done later and later. That always tells me right out of the gate. As soon as I stop doing my dailies first thing for a game, there's a problem. That means I'm losing interest. When I'm doing it late in the day, or skip a day, or doing it in the evening, that means that game has gone low priority with me. And sadly, that's where this one has gotten. I think it just lacks too much, and they haven't addressed those issues. So let me know your thoughts. To me, I think they could right this ship, but I think if they take much longer, I think they're burying themselves in the long run, because you really are based off of first impressions, and there's too many releases on a monthly basis that things just get pushed to the side. And why is somebody going to go back and try something again that showed no history so far of really addressing issues with their player base in the game itself? So with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.